first of all, we're going to come to sit in a cross-legged position, or if that's not so comfortable, you can sit kneeling. And I just want you to kind of really feel the sit bones grounding down into the mat. And we're going to bring one hand onto the belly and one hand onto the heart center. I'm just going to close the eyes, or you can soften the gaze if you don't want to shut your eyes. And then I want you to feel you're rooting down into your sit bones. And from there, you're feeling your spine lengthen. You're growing tall. You've got that alert spine. Chin is slightly tucked. And then I just want to bring a bit of softness to the shoulders, the face. We're grounding down, but also kind of growing tall from that strong foundation. And then we're going to take a few deep breaths. We're just going to breathe into the space underneath the hands. So as you inhale, you can feel the breath into the belly and the chest. And as you exhale, the belly comes back down and the chest comes back down. Inhale into the belly and the chest. And then exhaling exhaling the full breath. Just taking a couple more breaths like that. I often find when I come to sit with one hand onto my belly and one hand onto my heart, it's a very kind of nourishing posture to sit in. Feel like you're really taking care of yourself and you're kind of coming home to yourself. Taking breaths into the space underneath the belly and the heart really help you take deep breaths, using up all the kind of lung capacity, and help you just slow the breath down. And also help you bring your mind onto your breath. You're feeling the chest rising and the belly expanding on the inhale. The chest coming down and the belly contracting on the exhale. Start now to notice how you're feeling this evening. Just notice how your body's feeling. Maybe you've been sitting down a lot today at a desk, or you've been and you maybe feel a little bit tight, or you've been moving around, and I think you've been at the allotment. Maybe just feeling how you're feeling, not having any judgment on what you've been doing, just noticing how the body feels. And then just start to notice any emotions that are coming up for you. Again, there's no need to judge. A lot of the time, especially at the moment, we kind of feel that we should be feeling differently than we are. You know, a lot of the time we're thinking, gosh, I'm feeling quite anxious or scared, but actually there's lots of people out there who are worse off than me, so I should be feeling better. Or you might think, actually, I feel quite good about all this. I quite like being at home. And then you start to think, well, maybe I shouldn't feel like that either. It's just an acceptance of what you're feeling right now in this moment. Just noticing that and being with it. A lot of the time when we feel we have difficult emotions come up, We might try and kind of avoid them by busying ourselves or maybe eating too much, maybe having a glass of wine. And those things are all absolutely fine. But sometimes we just want to let the emotion be in our body and just kind of let it be and process it that way so that it can have less of a hold on it if we almost kind of welcome it in. We're going to slowly bring our hands down to our knees. We're going to come to lie down onto the mat. If you've got your cushions, putting the cushions either side of the mat, just where your where your thighs are going to be. We can move them in a minute. So you're just going to bring yourself to lie down onto the mat and bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out to the side. And you can just prop the knees up by bringing the cushions underneath the knees. So just giving yourself kind of nice, comfortable pillow for the knees. And then we're going to bring the hands onto the belly. So just kind of carrying on this grounding theme that we're looking at this week. We're just going to become aware of the touching points of the mat and the body. So the back of the head, the shoulders, back of the arms, the upper back, mid back, the pelvis. You can feel the legs onto the cushions, the sides of the feet. Have that sense of the mat and the cushions and the floor supporting you. So you can let go of any tension you have and just kind of release or surrender to the mat. Know that it's got you. Now we're going to direct the breath down into the belly. Inhale, the belly rises. As you exhale, the belly falls. For me, the grounding is about feeling that strong foundation so that from an emotional perspective, we just have a bit of stability. I feel strong that I can kind of cope with whatever comes. Doesn't mean I'm not going to feel scared or anxious or sad or any of those emotions. It just means that I'm not going to kind of fall apart when they come. I've got a strong sense of being able, not being frightened of them, and being able to just allow them in my body. Be able to kind of mean that they don't have a hold over me. Kind of like a tree with the strong roots going down to the ground. It's got that strong foundation, then the wind can blow the leaves and the branches, but it's not going to blow the tree over. I'm going to do an exercise now where count the breath. I'm just going to lengthen the breath. So I'm going to first of all count to 4 on the inhale and 4 on the exhale. Then I'm going to increase that to 5 and then 6. So first of all, just taking a big deep breath in through the nose and then slowly sighing it out through the mouth. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just let your breath return to a bit more to its kind of natural rhythm. And then we're going to bring the hands just under the thighs and just bringing the legs up to center. You've got the knees bent and the feet onto the mat. And then we're going to come into a twist. You can leave the pillows where they are. I'm going to bring the arms out at shoulder height. And you can bring the hips over to the right hand side and then bring the knees over to the left. You can take your gaze over to the right hand side and just keeping that right shoulder grounded down. You have your palms facing down. That can give you more of a sense of kind of grounding. Just become aware of the back across the mat, the hips into the mat. You can maybe direct your breath to the right side of the body. Feeling the opening and the stretch in the right side of the body. I think a lot of us at the moment are keeping ourselves quite busy, which is great because, I mean, I think, a lot of us want to kind of bit fearful of what's going on, maybe a bit anxious of everything changing, and kind of keeping yourself busy can help kind of take your mind off things. But you need to give the body and the mind space to kind of heal and process things. And a good way to do that, one of the best ways to do that, is just to be still and silent. That can be quite hard for some of us. It can bring up difficult emotions. It just allows for space and to let the mind and the body heal. We're going to gently bring the knees up to center. And then we can pick the hips up, drop them to the left, and let the knees fall over to the right hand side. You're going to take your gaze over to the left hand side. Just keep that left shoulder grounded down. You can direct the breath now into the left side of the body, just feeling the left side opening and feeling that stretch in the left side of the body. You don't want to strain it, so you don't want to take really long, deep breaths. Just want to kind of try to have the breath inhale for a count of 4 and then exhaling for a count of 4. I don't know about you, but I've been feeling very tired recently. I think all the kind of stuff that we're processing at the moment, we're getting a huge amount of information given to us. The news every day is constantly the same and giving us more and more information, which is often quite bad news. Our day-to-day lives have changed a lot. And that takes an awful lot of time, an awful lot of energy for us to process. Practices like this are just really important, just to give ourselves a bit of rest from the constant onslaught of information into our minds. Constant kind of almost not feeling, if you're kind of doing a daily routine as it always has been, there's a bit of a sense of not having to think about things. But at the moment, it seems that everything is new. Even though we're in our homes, it's kind of adapting to new things. It can take a lot of energy. It's important to rest and to do a bit more restorative practices. So we're going to now come up to bring the knees up to center and just take hugging the knees into the chest. And then we can take the backs of the knees and just rock forwards and backwards a few times. And then you can come up to a comfortable seat. Then we're going to come over onto all fours. So we're just spreading the hands out onto the mat, pushing the knuckles, the forefinger and the thumb into the mat, and just giving a little bit of height to the body. So we don't want to kind of dump down to the shoulders, just lifting up to the lower back is kind of arching a little bit. And then you've got the knees underneath the hips. So when I inhale, we're going to dip the belly, open the chest and look up. Exhaling, tucking the pelvis, pushing the mat away. Inhale, dip the belly, open the chest and look up. Exhaling, tucking the pelvis, pushing the mat away. Just taking a couple more of these, just in the rhythm of your own breath. Feeling that wave in the spine, just very gentle movements. Lovely exercise for the spine. It's really promotes health in the spine. And then on your next inhale, we're going to come to a neutral tabletop. We're going to bring the right hand just a little bit further into the center, towards the center of the mat. It's not going to be completely centered, just towards the center of the mat. Maybe about a third of the way in. I'm going to bring the fingertips of the left hand onto the wrist of the right hand. And we're going to bring the fingertips up the arm, across the chest, and just opening up towards the left side of the room. You can look up towards the hand if that's comfortable. And then exhaling, we're going to feed the left arm underneath the right arm. And inhaling, we're going to open up again, twisting round. Exhaling, feeding the arm through. And then one more time. Inhale, come up, opening up the chest. And then exhaling, we're going to feed the right arm through and come down onto the shoulder and then onto the side of the head. I'm going to do the other way so you can see. So with the right hand, you can leave it in front of the face where it is or bring it out forward. You can feel a bit of a stretch. You are in a slight twist, so you can kind of open the chest towards the right side of the room. But just pushing down slightly onto that left hand out in front of you, just onto the back of the hand. I'm just going to take a couple of deep breaths here. If there's any kind of discomfort in the neck, just lengthening the side of the head. Just maybe giving a bit more pressure onto that left arm. We're going to bring the right hand back to just in front of the face, engaging the belly slightly and lifting up then, coming to all fours. Now we're going to do the same on the other side. So bringing the left hand just about a third of the way in towards the mat. And bringing the right fingertips onto the left wrist. We're going to inhale, bringing the fingertip up across the chest, bringing the arm up towards the ceiling. Exhaling, feeding the right arm underneath the left. Inhale, opening up, putting the chest towards the right side of the room. Exhaling, feeding the arm through. And one more time, inhale, the twist round. And then exhale, this time feeding the arm through. You can bring the shoulder down to the mat. And bring the left hand, you can either leave it where it is or just bring it out in front of you. Stretching it, stretching the arm. And again, just bringing some pressure onto that right arm. Putting some of the weight onto the right arm. Just taking a couple of deep breaths here. There's a lovely twist for the kind of mid-back. The rest is fine. And then we're going to bring the left hand back towards the face. And then coming up to all fours. Now for one of my favourite poses for grounding, we're going to come into child's pose. So we're going to bring the feet, the knees about mat width apart and the toes towards each other. And just coming to sit back on the knees. You can bring the foot back on the heels. You can bring the what are these called? Cushions in front of you. And then we're just going to come to lie onto the cushion. So I'll try not to fall asleep, but if I don't say anything for a little while, you might need to shout at me or something. So we're just going to come to rest here. This is a lovely pose for feeling very grounded. Very close to the floor, kind of in your own little cocoon here. So I've been doing a lot of grounding practice recently. In the mornings when I do my practice, sometimes I've just been feeling really, just want to be in a kind of ball, and not have, and almost kind of not open my body up at all really. And this can really be very nurturing and help you to kind of face the world and face fears and just make you a bit stronger from kind of emotional perspective. I'm going to give you a little bit of silence just for a few minutes. Your head's turned one way, you can maybe turn it the other way. We're slowly going to walk back, well, going to come back up to kneeling. And just bring the, actually, you might just want to leave the cushions where they are. We're just going to come now to lie down. But you can bring your legs onto the cushions and bring them underneath the knees. So we're just going to lie down onto the mat now. Coming into your final relaxation. If you want to shuffle the shoulder blades under, just bringing your hands by your side, have the palms facing down for more grounding. And just letting the knees relax and the feet relax. Tuck the chin slightly, relaxing the neck muscles, trying to bring a bit of softness to the shoulders. I'm going to do a body scan. So as I mention each body part, just bringing your attention to it. And trying to release any tension that you may be holding there. I'm going to start with the right hand thumb. Forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. The back of the hand and the palm of the hand. The wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder. Right side of the body, the waist, the hip, the right thigh, the knee, calf muscle, and the ankle. Sole of the foot and the top of the foot. Big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. The left hand thumb, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Back of the hand and the palm of the hand. Wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder. Left side of the body, the waist, the hip, the thigh, the knee, the calf muscle, the ankle, the top of the foot and the sole of the foot. Big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. Crown of the head, forehead, space between the eyebrows. Right eyebrow and the left eyebrow. Right eye and the left eye. Jaw, the lips, the tongue, the neck, collarbones, chest, upper abdomen, the lower abdomen, and pelvis. Back of the head, the neck, the upper back, middle back, and the lower back. Whole of the legs, the whole of the arms, the whole of the body, and the whole of the head. Whole of the body together. Slowly now starting to deepen your breath. Taking longer inhales and longer exhales. Wiggling your fingers and toes, just bringing some movement back into your body. If you want to stretch, you can stretch your arms above your head. Stretching from your fingers to your toes. You can hug your knees into your chest. Just bring your knees into your chest and just rolling over onto your right hand side. Using your arm as a pillow for a couple of Then slowly pushing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Just bringing your hands to prayer at heart center. We take a deep inhale. And on an exhale, bowing the chin to your chest. As we bow down to this practice, May we take some of the peace we find on the mat into our lives. Thank you for letting me lead you through this practice today. Namaste.